All right, it's media day. We are talking District 24 6A, our last district of the year, and we are joined with Clear Springs' new head coach, Anthony Renfro. Coach, you were an assistant here a couple of years back, and this job came open, and you jumped at the chance. Talk about why Clear Springs is the spot for you.
Well, first of all, LaPorte was a great job, and it was a tough decision. It was not an easy decision to leave that place. We've done a lot of work there in 2 years and trying to get it back to where it needed to be. But, coaches don't often get to call places home, in a coaching career. They tend to move around and chase jobs and things like that. But, this will be my 18th year coaching, and 8 years of it have been spent at Clear Springs High School. So if you could call a place home, this would be home. It's a great place to work. The environment and the culture of this place is outstanding. The principal and I coached track together when the school first opened. Most of the head coaches on this campus have been here since the school opened, and I was fortunate enough to be, part of that staff. My wife and my kids, we live 5 minutes away from the school. My daughter will be a freshman here next year. But Clear Springs to me, was always kind of like one of those jobs that, man, if you had the opportunity to be the head coach there, that'd be a place that you go and you stay for a long time. We got a great group of kids coming back. I was actually, coached these senior class when they were freshmen. I know a lot of them. The talent we have is outstanding. It's just a matter of us putting it all together. But this place is like home to me, and I'm super excited to be back.
Yeah, that's a good point. You were coaching them as freshmen, and it's not like a lot of these other coaches that are taking new jobs over the summer, or they're jumping into a new organization and trying to figure out what's what. These kids. The kids know you. They know what to expect from you. And you're jumping into a situation where this is an undefeated team from last year's district play. Yeah. So they know how to win as well. Talk about how explosive that offense is going to be, because you have a lot returning on that side of the ball, including a big-time receiver, Noah Thomas.
Yeah, we do. We have some really good players. You got Noah Thomas coming back. You got Kyle Woods coming back. The quarterback, Cody Coleman, played quite, some reps last year. He got injured but was able to come back and play. So he's been out there on the field, against Katy High School. He understands the level of competition. The biggest deal for us is we're transitioning from the eye to more of a spread type concept on offense. So just that learning curve, and understanding the difference in the schemes and what we expect from them and how to execute the offense. That's going to be the biggest deal for us early. Coach Chavez is coming in from Corpus Christi Miller, and they've been fantastic on offense the last 2 years, and he was part of that staff. Spent last year as the OC, and they were, I want to say, second highest scoring team in the nation or something like that. So, he understands how to get players the ball in space and let them make plays, and that's what we're going to try to do offensively. Our biggest struggle is going to be, we got 2 guys coming back on defense that have played a varsity snap, and so the learning curve on defense for those guys, just the speed of the game, because the scheme defensively is going to stay the exact same. Most of the staff is the same, so it's just that understanding how fast the game is and how physical it is at the varsity level compared to the JV level. So those are going to be the things that we're going to have to work on and improve on.
It seems like your first off season here with Clear Springs, you got your hands full. How difficult is it trying to, on the offense side of the ball, trying to bring in a new offense? It seems like a deal where every day you're kind of maybe adding a piece to it and just trying to get it to formulate. And then on the defensive side, you're just trying to get some young bucks to get some experience there.
Yes, sir. Our biggest deal is we're just trying to get better every day, and play one play at a time and execute and be the best you possibly can on that one play. And when that play's over, we're not going to worry about it. We're going to move on to the next play and just trying to get better. UIL's done some things. They give us, we can have skills for 5 days a week. We can have strength and conditioning 5 days a week. So, it's not as scary as it used to be when you couldn't do all those things. So we've had opportunities to work, wasn't able to get some of my offensive guys down here till about mid-June. And so, but we've been putting in the work since then. I think we'll be ready to go, and we're going to be competitive. And, but my biggest deal is, we don't have to be the best team week 1. We want to get better every week. And then, when we get, week 10, week 11, let's be the best we can be and see what happens. That's kind of the way we're looking at it.
Let's talk about the district a little bit. A lot a lot of the past years it's been a Dickinson type district, but I feel in the Houston area, Clear ISD has kind of been the forgotten child at some point. You know, they have good teams and put good teams together. How Clear Falls made it all the way to a regional final. Talk about trying to navigate through that district and what teams you feel like you have to, obviously all of them, but what teams are going to give you some of the most trouble?
Oh man, well, first, Dickinson and Clear Falls, those are the two best teams that they both got a bunch of guys coming back. They got good players. I mean, what Coach Head has done at Falls over his time there, and that's a team that they just get better every year. And those kids play hard on offense. They play really fast, and they're sound in what they do. That's a really good team. Coach Nelson, he's going to put a great product on the field every year. They're going to have great athletes. They're going to put you in situations where you got to win one-on-ones, and that's what makes football hard. And those guys do a great job coaching. The district as a whole is tremendous. I mean, it's just every year it seems like they get better and better and better. Coach Towles is new at Clear Brooks in year 2. I'm expecting big things out of them. They got some players. They got a couple players that are really good, and if they can stay healthy, they're going to give people problems. Coach Lane's got, had some good young players last year on his team at Clear Creek. I'm expecting them to be really good. And then, Clear Lake, they got the Humphreys kid who's getting offered by everybody in America, but their freshman team was outstanding last year because we played them at LaPorte, and I know a bunch of those young kids are going to go step up and play on varsity, and they're going to be really good. So I mean, you're looking across the board. The district is tough every week, which is what we want. We want competitive games in district so that when you get to the playoffs, you're ready to play. It doesn't do you any good to walk through district and then get in the playoffs and you hadn't played a tough team in 6-7 weeks and you're behind. So I'm excited about the district. I like where it is. It's competitive. So I think the district is in a good shape right now.
Perfect. And I can't wait to see you guys battle it out. I know you're excited about the non-district so that you can get some experience with your new offense and get your defense guys out there. And I hope this is going to be a smooth year. We're not going to reschedule games and all that stuff that we did last year. But
yes,
thank you for joining us, and I can't wait for 24-6A to get started up.
All right. Thank you for having me on.